Hello, all my beautiful souls, and welcome back to Sunrise Tarot. My name is Leah, and today I'm doing a reading for the beautiful sign of Sagittarius for the month of March 2022. I hope all of my Sagittarius friends are doing well. As you know, dear Sagittarius, this is a general reading, so there will be parts that may not resonate with you. Only take the parts that do resonate and leave the rest for someone else. I've already meditated on the cards. I've already shuffled the cards, and this is the spread that I have for you today, dear Sagittarius. In the past position, we have the Emperor, clarified by the Ace of Wands. In the challenging position, we have the Three of Wands, clarified by the Page of Pentacles. In the present position, we have the Six of Swords, clarified by the Strength. And of course, in the future outcome position, we do have the Judgment card, clarified by the Moon. Very strong spread. Let us start from the beginning. In the past position, we have the Emperor, which tells me that there was an authority figure in your past, dear Sagittarius. Someone that could have been a father, a grandfather, a boss, some sort of a mentor, maybe a sibling that had that strong kind of masculine energy, that patriarchal, protective type of energy, person who has accomplished quite a lot, because we see this Emperor, he's sitting on his throne, and we see these big mountains behind him that he was able to overcome through structure, through discipline, through staying committed to the task at hand. He was able to, create this empire for himself. And so he was able to help you start something, dear Sagittarius, because we do see the Ace of Wands here in the clarifying position. So he was able to definitely help you start something, like a new path. Maybe he was able to advise you to pursue a new kind of studies, perhaps a new job, a new career. Maybe he was able to advise you regarding moving and starting your life, kind of giving your life a fresh beginning, if you will. But definitely he was able to kind of teach you leadership. He was able to kind of create an environment for you where you were able to pursue what you really, really wanted to pursue. And that created a really strong foundation for you, dear Sagittarius. Now, in the challenging position, we do have the Three of Wands, which is normally a card of expansion, a card of opportunities coming in, a card of planning. But when it appears in the challenging position, definitely it tells me that, there may be a third wheel that is kind of trying to meddle in your affairs. There may be someone who is in kind of providing advice when it is not needed, someone who is sort of creating, more problems for you than solving. But definitely the Three of Wands is a card of, not having people that are not necessarily the right kind being around you, who can create a toxic environment. The Three of Wands also tells me that some of you, dear Sagittarius, may experience some delays and setbacks regarding an opportunity that you were waiting for, regarding something that you were expecting to happen. It does look like there's going to be some delays in the month of March, but do remember that the Three of Wands is a minor arcana card, and so it's not going to last. It doesn't have a lasting effect over than maybe a week or a week and a half. So it's not a obstacle that you cannot overcome. You definitely are going to be very strong, and you're going to overcome, because we do see the Strength card in the spread. So in the month of March, you will have strength to overcome any delays and any setbacks. So I wouldn't kind of focus too much on the Three of Wands. We do also see the Page of Pentacles in the clarifying position, which does tell me you're going to be not as organized with your time. So definitely watch how you spend your time throughout the month of March. Then you will be just fine. But generally, the Page of Pentacles tells me that there is going to be some procrastination that will take place in the month of March. March, you do want to avoid, wasting time as much as you can, because, the month of March is all about, making a lot of changes, but also it's about movement, a lot of forward movement, a lot of progress. So you definitely want to make sure to use the time that you have in your hands wisely. Now, in the present position, we do see the Six of Swords, which tells me that things are going to be easier for you. For some of you, things are going to be easier at home. For others of you, things are going to be easier at work, because you're moving from a difficult situation to an easier situation. That doesn't mean that, everything is just going to be wonderful all the time, but things will be easier. There's going to be better energy. There's going to be more positivity, more things to look forward to. So the month of March is actually going to be quite positive for you. The divine here is also reminding you to, look towards that strength that is already on the inside. It is time to find that strength and leave that, situation that no longer works for you behind. So the divine here is helping you move forward, so that you do feel supported, so that you can see progress, especially when it comes to the end of the month. We do see Judgment and the Moon in the future outcome position. Judgment is all about, taking responsibility for your actions. Judgment is not a card of punishment. It is a card of recalibrating the universe so that everything falls into its natural place. Judgment sometimes can seem a little harsh, but you don't have anything to worry about if you've been doing things that you're supposed to be doing and taking care of all your responsibilities. Then Judgment is actually a reward. Judgment will take away the guilt and the disappointment and the burdens that you carry with you, especially when it comes to your home, or when it comes to your work. The Judgment actually make things easier because it provides a period of transition, from what used to be, which is the old, towards the new. As we are moving towards a higher dimension, where we focus on, compassion and following how our heart feels. It's important to sometimes shut off our brain, our logic, and turn on our heart energy. When you're able to kind of follow your heart and feel the energy in your heart, then it will lead you, closer towards your goals and towards your dreams. We do see that the Moon is in the clarifying position, telling me that in the month of March, you definitely want to follow your intuition. And also, the Moon reminds us that the answers you seek are actually in your subconscious. So look towards that inner voice. Look towards that inner guidance to find the answers that, can help you move to closer towards your dreams and overall make you happier. But let's see what we can clarify with the Shaman Dream Oracle cards that I pulled. And we have Winter's Dream, Gestation Period, and Netcaster. Preparations come to fruition. Of course, the Winter's Dream is all about conscious awareness. The Winter's Dream is a summons to go within. Your life force longs to turn inward, like the sap of trees returning to the roots. Cast your gaze toward the deep and hidden places in your heart. Come to rest again in the sanctuary and safety of your soul, and be at peace, basking in your crystalline clarity in that quiet place. Allow the clarity and transparency that comes with Winter's Dream to permeate your heart and soul. The time for action will come later. Remember that all things are born of dreams, and your task is to wake up within the dream, to lucidly guide it to your chosen destination. And of course, the Netcaster is all about preparations coming to fruition. The Netcaster arrives to tell you to stop praying for the fish. They actually arrived, and it's time to cast your net. Otherwise, the fish will swim away. Everything that you long for is within reach. But it has been so long since your prayers were answered that you've forgotten how to receive what is being offered to you. Put down the prayer beads and open your arms and your heart to rewards beyond measure. So cast your net. I hope you enjoyed this reading, dear Sagittarius. If you did, please like, share, and subscribe. Thank you so much for visiting my channel, and I will see you next time.